Certainly was. Not a very happy man at all.
You've been in that changing room for a good few minutes. I imagine you had a great deal to say. Can you tell us your view of the game?
Without swearing?
Yeah, preferably.
We weren't good enough. We weren't exactly what I wanted. We were a million miles from it.
And how much of that do you think came with the early goal? I could see the aggravation of that early goal, a clear disappointment for you. The goal given away?
Got my two centre halves were poor today, extremely poor.
From that early goal and onwards, yeah?
The whole match, yes.
Enjoy tonight.
What about the whole shape of everything? Does it all give Ebbsfleet too much encouragement? Do you think we offered it them?
Well, we gave them the opportunity, and we have to take responsibility for that. And as defenders, you have to engage a man when he goes into the box. Fresh Air doesn't score. The man scored. We didn't engage him, and we allowed him space in the box, and they took full advantage of that.
Looking at the match here, Ebbsfleet hadn't won at home today. Was there perhaps in the side a little bit too much of complacency? Not suggesting for a moment that you had that complacency, but maybe did one or two of the players think this would be a walk in the park?
Don't believe that. I just don't think they turned up. They didn't turn up at all, and they have to take responsibility of that. And words have been said and expressed, and they must be run private. But no, they didn't turn up at all.
Now, do you bring the players in tomorrow? You've got a match on Tuesday night, long distance away again up into the northeast, Gateshead. Does that mean not well today? You've got to put it right. You have them in tomorrow?
100%, yes.
So you're going to make the long journey back, and they come in?
Yes, they will do. Yes, definitely.
Is this the worst performance you've seen from the side since you came to Mansfield?
I'm disappointed. I always get disappointed by defeats, but sometimes you have to take that on the chin. Today, I can't give any credit to any of them really, apart from perhaps Alan Marriott, who, once again, too much space in the box and too many players that can't live on reputations, I'm afraid.
Is there any plus, apart from the form of Marriott, which you don't doubt anyway, I'm sure, but is there any plus that you can take from this game?
I'm not taking any pluses from it because I don't like being defeated.
What about the two new boys? I mean, they've had a bad baptism of fire because of what's happened overall. Any thoughts on that?
I felt Bird showed lots of skill, but we turned him down in passes. Some of the ball that we turned him down with was atrocious. Our choice of passing was poor, and we didn't get him on the ball enough. When he's on the ball, he's an excellent player, and that's why we brought him to the club. Lee Morris wasn't given a chance. Some of the balls into him from our midfield, central midfield players was appalling and not good enough.
Just quickly, I saw you brought Craig Armstrong on towards the end of the game. Was that injury enforced?
No, not at all. I just felt we had to go for it and put another body up top. That's why we changed it to 3-4-3, because there's no point in settling for second best. You're trying to get something out of the match.
I can see the expression of your face. People can't see that on the radio. Have you got a word or two to describe just exactly how you feel?
No. And all I would say is I'd like to apologise for those fans that travelled down. That was not a performance that typifies this Mansfield Town, and certainly not my teams, and I'm very disappointed, and I'm grateful for their support once again, but likewise I'm disappointed that they go home and see such a poor performance.
David Holdsworth, thank you for joining Mansfield 103.2.
I just read that you're not a happy man.
No, after that performance I certainly can't be.
Put your finger on what went wrong particularly?
Plenty. All the preparation we do, all the guidelines we give, all the responsibilities were there. Players forgot about their responsibilities and certainly didn't perform to anywhere near their capabilities. But there's two types of bravery, one when you've got the ball and one when you haven't got the ball. And today my players weren't as brave when they had the ball.
Did you feel at any point throughout that second half that you were going to be able to create the chance to come back into that game?
They've always got a chance, and they're honest. They're an honest bunch, and they've put their hands up inside the dressing room. We've had a few words have been said, a few expressive thoughts, and then obviously we have to remain private. But they're always in the game. But I don't think some of our players just performed very poorly today.
I'll presume that it's more disappointing in the fact that you were certainly in the game at half time, despite it being 1-1. You were on level pegging and you had the chance to come out and make amends after half time.
I wasn't happy at half time, to be honest. And you expect a good reaction. However, today the reaction we got was lacklustre, and there certainly wasn't the energy levels that I felt. They've had a fresh week. The training we've done this week has been very light, obviously with the game being taken off. And perhaps we need to look at that, but they're things I'll address privately.
in terms of taking some positives from the game, what would you make of Andy Burgess's performance today?
We did okay. We did fine. If we showed some decent touches on the ball. It's very difficult when you're trying to, any manager really, whether it's a conference or any level, when you're trying to integrate 3 or 4 players. And I thought that showed a little bit, but they've been needed because we were down in numbers. And we've certainly got lots of work to do.
Was that one of the particular things that you thought contributed today, the fact that there were, I suppose, 3 players that have only recently joined the club playing together for the first time?
Yeah, that does have a bearing, of course it does, but our 2 centre-halves were very much below their standard today. And when the ball goes in the box, you expect them to engage and pick up attackers. I thought Vieira for them hurt them badly, and they need to take responsibility for that. They're both honest boys, they're both young men still learning the game. But however, today I felt that he won that battle independently.
And you said that Ebbsfleet would come out fighting, and they did, and all credit to them, they came out and played a good game.
Yeah, we've been lying on the thresholds, on the periphery of the top spot, whilst not at top. And we've done that through hard work, strength, certainly qualities that you need. And to accumulate that type of many points, you do it through having high standards. Today, I felt we missed Kyle Perry, very much so. Huge presence, he's been playing very well. And I think Kyle has played his best game when he hasn't been here. Shows how much you're missing. And all factors, but I'm not going to make excuses to the players that we have out there. Goodness me, no.
Not long to turn it around before Tuesday night. What do you plan to do between now and then?
Well, we've got a 5-hour journey home, and then the boys will be in tomorrow to have another discussion, and then we'll walk through certainly things for Tuesday night. Obviously, I'm mindful of the fact that I can't perhaps do too much because we have to try and remain fresh. We've got another ridiculously long journey come Tuesday, and we'll try and manage that. But likewise, after today's performance, I think it's better to get the discussion out of the way, come in Monday bright, and hopefully the boys will show the type of characters they are.
Thanks for talking to us, Dave.